Alright then, so I played through the game by myself just to show off like, what the quick play is basically all about, but I figured I'd come back to like, show off this game with like, a friend. And let's play a custom game, trying to show off like, a little bit more about what's supposed to show here. This time we'll go with like Victor Saltspire and yeah, no, basically like, we'll go with like this like, bounty hunter form here as opposed to like, witch hunter captain. So first things first, let's just invite my friend. So invite to game. And by the way, Ripper and pistol. Whee, I got a pistol. Let's see here. I'll take the falchion. And I guess right now we're using the, well, we'll use the repeater pistol, I guess. And hello, my friend there.
You get used to keeping odd hours in this job.
The problem with the Empire ain't with the soldiers, it's with those who give the orders.
Most are honest folk, fulfilling their duties as best they can.
Yeah, well maybe that ain't good enough.
And do you think you can do better?
I think I'm prepared to give it a try.
I'll note that, yes, basically the characters interact with each other, by the way, in like this, like, sort of like, neutral ground, but whatever. Alright, so we're just going to play a custom game here. And I'll actually select like the map this time around, so let's see here. I'll note by the way I actually know where like the tones basically are for like, Fort Brackenbrook and like, the Screaming Bell, so let's jump in this one right here. And we'll jump it up to like, veteran, just because I don't really have the equipment on this character just yet, so we'll do that. So note that when you basically start up a game, there's basically like a start point for like, when you top out over here. And as you can see, he still has the same weapon as Marcus Krubus from like, the past game there with like, the repeating rifle.
Fort Brackenbrook is about the only thing stopping the enemy rampaging far and wide, but it's under siege and about to fall. I need you to do whatever you can to keep the bastion in Imperial hands. The main approach is likely chock full of packed sworn, but there is a secret entrance upriver. Use it and defend the fort in any way you can.
So this is a siege defense mission. Alright, anyways, I picked this map because I actually know where all the tomes and stuff like basically are, so I can actually show off that a little bit. We'll see how this goes. By the way, because I'm actually hosting the game, you can actually see like, I've got the other guys basically like, they're bots here, so I have like, my like, preferred boss basically set up here. One is basically like, the glaive, the other has the Warhammer there.
A bomb! Oh,
and by the way, there's like an advanced weapon because he like, has armor on because he's basically a Foot Knight class.
Mind the shielded ones!
Mind the shielded ones. Just gonna come down here for a moment. This is veteran difficulty, by the way. I'll note by the way, like, the difficulty is like, they don't really like matter that much basically. It's like, getting us currently like Vermintide, like, one. But mostly it's there just to like, flush out like, the difficulty for like, basically I'm more doing it, so it's there to flush it out for more.
Hiding in the shadows.
Slay the fire!
Buses are popping in all over the place.
Alright, dead!
It don't have fun being out all alone over here, like, you know, stuff that would kill him. Like that.
Get it off me!
There we go, got Steven.
Sneak rat is dead.
Got a runner. Now, it's worth knowing that this map is very interesting because it actually has, like, you know, multiple, like, you know, routes to it. I'll note that one route basically has you going across this bridge up here to get across, but other times you'll basically have like this small bridge over here that you basically cross to get over. And before we advance, we'll just come down this way to get ourselves at home.
So, how old's this Roxen fort anyway?
You think me a repository of knowledge on this corner of the Empire, Baden?
Aye, why not?
I am afraid I know little enough. There are thousands of such keeps in Sigmar's realm. I cannot be expected to know them all.
Shut, that is no more!
Healing drug, over here!
Stay back!
Black patrol.
So patrols, they're still a thing.
Fire that! Slay it! An assassin! One less assassin to worry about!
The assassin meets a deserved death.
Not bad for a rubber.
Well, we're gonna stand patrol.
No, not at all. Try again. I'll give you one for free!
I'm the part of the fear gun fishing mostly for, like, you know, stalling things before, like, it gets close. But whatever. It does its job. Now, before we basically came up here, I looked, there's basically a sack right here. They're just like, you know, before, like, you know, basically how they operate, so. You basically can loot, like, loot dice from if you, like, you know, get the chance to. If we didn't this time around, because, you know, unlucky.
In death.
But yeah, I'll note that the bridge by the way over here. This is basically, like, you know, is how to basically get across. Like, you know, like the alternative path over here. And by the way, Ravage Art is basically something like, you know, again, it's basically the lore for his, like, you know, people in this game.
Fight seek.
We got ambush. You know, it's worth knowing that, like, this is actually something I sort of dislike about this game, like, you know, the ambushes, like, you know, the work for so long.
Ha! Gas! And it draws nigh.
That frog is getting closer.
Ha ha! You're fighting a war, Pagoki! Keep back!
Oh, the gas is so dropping.
You cannot hide your stench. I'll find you.
There we go. Just as always, basically, like, you know, stage dissipates.
Imbibing a potion.
Oh, we have to go up this way. So there's the fort we're going over to, by the way.
By the way.
There's some rats over here. So these are basically slave, you know, time rats basically, as opposed to the slave rats we've been fighting so far.
Am I alone? It would seem so. What an assassin!
Watch your back, gutter runners! Get back! Incoming! Gas rat, beware its poison! That assassin will trouble us no
Hold back.
longer.
Go off
They
that
may be
guy.
repulsive, but they die easily enough.
Now, I'll note that just like before, like, you know, people can still join like, on private. Not like Vermintide 1, there's a lot more people that can join Discord.
Come on, Go on, hit me harder! Take your best shot!
How do I get back up here is the thing.
Show them no fear, Dory! With this, I toast it.
I may have carried here a little bit, by the way, so... There's actually a book up there, but, you know, I can't get it from the camera, so... Now, I should probably note, by the way, I know that Brian's basically, like, you know, clear up my priority, but because I'm replacing, I got the elf.
It must be silenced. Slay! Slay it swiftly!
Unleash a little bit there.
Kill us quicker this time, would you? Late witch disposal! Over here, Dory! Sense it!
Oh, we are, so the full party is down now.
You damn!
Ma'am, I shall heed your advice.
As you should, Grimby. No one wants to move your corpse around.
Well, we did have a chance
Someone
for, like,
kill
you
that
know, 4
woman
people.
here!
It means to kill us as it dies.
Now, note that, like, you know, much like before, the Grims are sort of like, you know, hidden, so to speak, like, these, like, you know, ultimate paths are, like, you know, basically hard to find.
This potion
Let's go
better
down.
hit fast.
Now, it's just like I tried to jump in again, but, you know, decide, nope, not gonna join.
Don't lose heart, Dory. We'll take them.
Alright, so basically up here we'll find, like, you know, our first Grim Dwyer basically pick up, so... Let's go off these guys here first. Now we're still working on part 4.
Kill more.
Well, I'm gonna pick it up, basically, like, here's the Grimoire. On the bottom, if you look at the, like, the top left, you can see, like, what the book is holding, so you can see, like, he's holding the Grimoire on him now. As opposed to, like, you know, I'm not
Gutter
holding it
runners
anymore. Allies fell down real quick our way.
You think pain will stop me?
I'm looking behind me because I know that's where the rat assassin pop up from the thing. Much like before, it's alternate pathway, so, like, you know, alternate pathway is basically right here. travel through the rock here.
This better taste good.
And we have a patrol and ambush to deal with.
Evil ones, I will end you!
The dwarf shames us with his steel.
There's a patrol
That
over there.
storm vermin has a shield.
That's a bad time to activate stamp, but oh well.
Take cover! Run back!
Oh, down I went. Get our health back here a little bit.
Not a pretty job, little old. This must be the way to the passage.
By the way, you can see I got a quick big hit from me, but he still kept going. So, I guess it goes to show like how different these guys basically are from like, fast games where like, get stunned, but stun lock can be so stop from moving up and not really here sometimes. I know there's another grimoire here, by the way, but well, I'll try and get to the end, maybe I won't pick it up. Well, no, basically, everybody uses Switch.
Runner in the shadows!
And right there's the grimoire.
Oh, healing drop!
And once again, Lunar sends us off on a fool's errand while he stays safe.
It's worked so far.
Now, I don't bother there's another grimoire, but still here,
Still
so.
like to drag them out into the real world. Probably by that ridiculous.
Oh, I got jumped. I knew he was out here, but
Prince was gone now, One Eye.
Shield vermin among them!
I can continue so long as the bindings hold.
So yeah, there's like a tome right there, by the way, so now we got 2 tomes and 2 grins. Almost a full run for books, but whatever.
Sneak rat! Watch out for your mate, we'll get through this.
I was probably use my special ability a lot more, but whatever. Something that throws me off like this game, whereas like the previous one, the fact that we have like abilities like that to do stuff with.
What Dracula's name is in this bottle?
Oh, here's like the fort.
No sense remaining in the plague, Green Dory.
Oh, I put my boss out of arrows, so that's the thing.
Anyone have some healing? Or an arm they ain't using? You're wounded, Robert!
Alright, well, we're at the end, so.
Hey, Sigma!
There's some
Healing
ammo.
trap.
You need aid, Cougar.
As I said, now, again!
Alright, so another idea is we're supposed to defend the gate from like these muck-prone catapults out here. So, out there you can see there's like catapults that keep throwing stuff at us.
Bring the ugly cannon to bear.
Oh have to aim the
What
cannon.
we need is a cannon forged by the faithful. We shall bless it to holy work against the vermin.
And fire the cannon.
That's all.
Alright, we got an aim cannon again. Next set of catapults.
I feel the dark gods reach out for me.
Mind your wounds, sir. You ain't worth much dead.
I can't defend that.
Don't force fire.
I'll not die here. It would be embarrassing.
Another pair of catapults.
Only hurts when I laugh. Not when I breathe.
You shall not die, Gruber. I forbid it.
And there we go. We get cannonball. So, you know, find and carry, so to speak. We took a hit from a muck ball right there, by the way. How do we get up here? This way?
Healing draft. Don't squander it.
He's heal, so I was telling you he's right there.
Never did like potions. Oh well, any port in a storm.
There we go. Going along, there's a bomb put there. Oh, yes, it rolls. It's physics.
There she goes, out skinning them away from that killing.
Oh, they got hit by muck.
One last
Fire the
target,
cannon.
mayflies.
Oh, if that would break the siege.
Yes, the ratmen had enough. Talk about turning tail, eh?
Now you guys are just fleeing, by the way, you're not like staying around. Very reminiscent of, like, you know, what was it? Very reminiscent of, like, you know, DLC where, like, you know, you have to fight, like, you know, the chieftain. After you kill a chieftain, they'll run away. Because that's what they used to do, they run into some easier prey. By the way, you're still fighting special. Probably be using that a lot more than whatever. All these specials, by the way, some I don't really care for, it's just like one of them, but you know, whatever. Try to actually use it, like, you know, properly, like, you know, next time, I guess. Now, note that because we did some veteran, this will be like a little bit better for experience and stuff like that, so, well, I guess it'll be the same experience, but you know, it'll be better for rewards. And we unlock some stuff there, great sword, foundation chest. There's a crossbow. There's a peasant's coffer as opposed to like the peasant's chest. Chest upgrades to like farmer's coffer. There's the merchant's coffer. Soldier's coffer. Oh, we can see like a breakdown like who did best here in this like scoreboard sort of thing here a lot better. So like, you know, over here you can see like who's basically circle doing what. So apparently like we had equal special kills. My friend basically did a lot of the work, but well, that's fine. You know, let's have a note about like this game as opposed to like, you know, the first Vermintide. This game basically like rewards a lot more like, you know, just killing stuff as opposed to like, you know, skills and tactics, so to speak.
A fine day, as long as you avert your eyes from Helmgard.
Apparently there's some challenges here, but we got some Ravaged Art done, so got a few pieces of Ravaged Art for production book. So I'm claiming for it. Right, there's a daily quest here done. I got some tomes. I'm claim that reward. That's how actually I forgot to do, but I forgot to set talents in here, so I should be like giving this guy his talents here for stuff. So we got Paymaster, Tiff Taker, Blood for Money. You know, not that thing like, you know, with like this character here, like the Bush Hunter, he's basically all about like, you know, melee killing blows and like critical hits and stuff like that. There's like the great sword and arrow stuff in here. We also change over to the bounty hunter for like this part here, so actually, you know what? Let's just show off the wizard for a little bit. Get a nice, like, you know, feel of like what all the characters basically do.
I know you only tolerate us, Carillion, so why not go home?
I cannot. Not until my penance is done. I must set the weave right.
The weave is really that important.
The weave is everything. It is a balance that must be preserved.
And you did something to upset it.
Aye. Someone did.
Alright, so let's try this again. Let's go to, like, you know, the Scream Bell. By the way, I can see my friend switch over to, like, the Witch Hunter, so he's gonna play as Victor for a little bit. He's gonna let my friend know that it'll be like, you know...
The rat men have raised a bell on Helmgart's walls. Might be a screaming bell. It might not, but either way, I agree with Loner. The scunnered thing will have to come down, if only so we can have a little bit of peace and quiet.
Alright, so... I'll note that the Screaming Bell is basically like very reminiscent of like the past mission, like, you know, in the first game where like you have to man the ramparts, but you have to run through a town as opposed to like, you know, run over ramparts basically. So it's not as linear or like quick. You know, it's actually something I like. That's some criticism I basically have for like this game. Something I really like about Vermintide 1 is that they have very quick missions you basically do if you want to, like man the ramparts. And that's not really basically a thing here.
Crack a bell, Dory! Reckon I could do that. In fact, I've done that many times.
When we get there, make sure to wreck that odious thing quickly. Even Imperial bells give me a headache.
Yes, fascinating input as always.
Now stop fluttering and get on with it! We have only demolition to do!
Alright, so not while we were playing with the you know, the witch here, so... Stage and stuff.
That should work!
Hey, to me!
A black rat. A challenge at last.
What monstrosity you are in the world?
Not your any shit, by the way, so I get to show off, you know, the old, like, you know...
Look, ammunition! Executed at range! Lovely!
Keep moving! Look and weave, Dory!
Let the black rat come. I'm entirely with him.
Alright, I actually have like the fireball staff equipped on here. wonder if I had a different
Again,
stat, but
the
you know,
elf
whatever.
proves herself an efficient tool for slaughter. Sigmar's command.
Alright, so I know there's basically a book up the instructions, so
The gas rat approaches.
there's one of the other players coming with me here for it. See if you got that.
Nobody is throwing. Let the weeds be a bit. Look out, yes!
This better taste, no?
Windwitch there! Some bloodlings breed. For desperate times only.
Pushing speed, by the way.
I don't die that easily. Ah, potion!
Probably hear a sorcerer around somewhere, so. Being cautious of it. I know there's another book in this direction, by the way, so. We'll visit the top here and like get, I guess. I'll actually try and properly get all the books this time around. Whoop, whoop. There's a tome. I should probably note, by the way, Plague Monks are like one of the new additions to the app for the Ratman.
Always compensating with machinery. Stop it! Move! It's a rattling!
I was never like come up there, I guess.
Light Stormer! Explodes!
The rattling's gonna die!
Now, I know the sorcerer was basically over here trying to cast a spell, but you know, he got stopped before like,
Come on!
had a chance to do
This
so.
way!
Thank you over here. I'm not probably never like, you know, tome based in this area or grim. I'll probably see her jump basically up to it. Burn. There we go.
Look out! Troll!
Troll. Still have a lot of monsters, I guess.
That's what I think! Believes you!
Whoop.
To these fathers has no end!
They don't learn, do they?
The righteous flow elf!
Righteous or not, the troll's no longer a threat.
Yeah, troll of course is like, you know, another monster. I think we already fought that in the other game, but whatever. Monsters, patrols. Basically, they fleshed out that basically a little bit more.
Out you come, dark ones.
Just a bit more.
Auntie Sienna has a present for you. Darlings, give an old woman a moment.
Bring us up here, we have to go.
Not a patch on the royal waters of Carrickazoo!
Yeah, no problem carrying both books, like the Grimoire and the Tome, the first one, so ready for that. Guess I'll wait for my friend here for a little bit.
Sigmar curse you! Keep up!
By the way, the red hair was basically like, you know, one of the specials like grabbing one of our friends. Not basically a lot of specials by the way in this game. I should mention this. They actually took a lot more inspiration for like, you know, Left 4 Dead 2, I guess, and like 1 again to like, you know, make more specials. So the life looks just sort of like the smoker from like, you know, Left 4 Dead 1.
The bell grows nearer. Press on!
There's
Bleed
like,
the
you know, another book around here, so I'll point it out right there.
One eye's about to perish.
Follow me!
Oh, one eye's about to perish. So Victor's about to die.
Ammunition, fill your pouches.
Oh, we are all our tomes
Can you
and I
not
believe our
taste
grims at this
the
point.
poison on the wind? I feel the winds riding. The light stormer.
Push! I reckon so.
I see a warp fire thrower.
I could say something, but I don't think I'm doing it.
The light stormer's dead.
Over this way, thank you, Daddy.
Tainted fire is never a match for the real thing. They're swarming. Be ready.
Fireball casting right there. You know, something actually I should probably note. I felt like Vermintide 1 had better, like, you know, fire effects because like it's easier to sort of see the fireballs. But at the same time, here it's also better to like, you know, you don't get in the way. It's like, you know, original fire, like, you know, from like the original Vermintide because you can see through it. It's not that hard to see like who's burning, who's dying, and stuff like that, as opposed to the original game. Basically, in Vermintide 1, we basically had like the flame stat, like sword, and like, you know, stuff like that. It was basically adding like a lot of, like, you know, detail that like, you know, made it like hard to see who's burning or not. But here's like, you know, not as hard to do so. So, this guy makes sort of thing. Shields, guys, what shields?
There's our runner. Bye.
Take that off. Where's our flame going to be from? Right there.
No stomach for a fair fight, gutter runner.
Alright, so let's go break some chains, because that's always good to do.
We're at the bell.
There's
Make
the
it
bell.
worth the effort, mayflies.
Ah, fit for the hunt once again.
Storm vermin.
I probably know probably should actually the Yelp section in the DLC class.
Tougher than I look, darling.
So I looked at like me, Victor, and like, you know, Dwarf are all playing like, you know, regular classes, but the Elf is playing in DLC like in class. That's actually something else, like, you know, not all the stuff is available unless you buy, so that's why I like to mention here. Alright, this one we have like a ogre event, so we'll have a lot over the fight. I'll pop up right here over there.
Down it goes.
There he is.
More of the same to get these hanging cracky, wrecking their bells. Usually
This is Venture over here.
Up, salt fire. How are you?
You finish
Alright, so
that.
the rat ogre's
It
down.
never stood a chance.
In whatever
done.
shape or form, the beasts they send against us shall all end the same.
Dwarf picked up the tome there, so we're ready for human players.
Kill
dice from like monsters, loot dice from like, you know,
I'm not near a storm vermin.
loot rats basically.
A black dot approaches. Ah, a bomb! Another of these black birds to challenge me.
Fire.
You seem
I went down. That's pretty much being using a staff, right? You can't block with it, so.
Carry on, for your redemption is at stake.
I was wrong on blocking because, like, you know, that's a lot easier to do basically. You know, that's something I know, like, they didn't do a lot of stuff like this, like, you can run around blocking. A lot easier now.
Headshot! Lend me your might!
Well, that's basically, like, you know, another mission basic play. You got to see, like, a little bit more there, like, you know, looting and stuff like that. There's a screen bell basically done. You know, I could probably see Vermintide 2 being like a better experience basically to play with friends, and that's probably like something to note about this. Is probably is the better, like, you know, cooperative game. And I guess I'm more of like a hardcore player who basically prefers, like, you know, the other one. But whatever. Here's our President's coffer. We got a lot of stuff there. Hooray! We're gonna get some like, good loot from this. Because, you know, we got lots of loot dice, Ralph's gift, tomes, rings. Let's see if we get the Emperor's coffer. Is it enough? I don't think we have enough, but... Oh, we do. Just barely. So there's Emperor's coffer. So this time the elf basically did the best. Apparently I had the most revives with, like, you know, Pajama, Llama over here. About with Tom points, spoils of war. Well, anyways, that's basically for my Vermintide 2, basically. So I want to note that basically, like, you know, this is a game that I'm basically, like, you know, I'm like sort of using possibly getting DLCs, just like, you know, map DLCs to, like, you know, play it more, but, you know, I liked like the first game a lot better for like how it's basically sort of like presented with, like, you know, you didn't have to buy the DLCs, like, you know, if you didn't have to. It was like, you know, you could buy them for like friends, but, you know, you didn't have to, like, you know, buy them yourself if, like, you know, you're just, like, you know, coming around for the ride. And, you know, there's other stuff basically as I stated, like, I didn't like how they changed like the beam staff basically in this game, but whatever. It is what it is. Hope you guys basically enjoyed the quick playthrough for it, and take care.